Theater is all about
lights. Can I have this light at 50%, please?
No. He says to the lighting designer, no, it's not about lights.
All right, blackout.
No, I didn't mean we don't need lights at all. It's important. Lights are important. I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right, then can I have this downstage wash at 75%?
But theater's not about lights. Theater is about
actors.
No, it's not about actors.
But Jay, you can't do a play without actors.
Try me. No. Theater is about telling
actors how great they are.
No, Will. No. It's not about actors, and it's not about lights. Theater is about...
It's about costumes.
No, Stephanie.
Do you want all your actors running out naked?
Nobody's naked. Get out of here. Nope, nobody's naked. It's not about costumes or lights or actors. People, focus. This is basic. Theater is about...
music.
No. Sam.
What?
No, it's more basic than that. Go. It's a tool. It's not music. It's not music or costumes or lights. It's not even actors. Theater is about...
telling stories.
Yes.
And we've been telling stories in theater for 2,500 years.
And you, madam, don't look a day over 2,000.
Don't be rude.
That's my job.
All right. Now we're going to tell you a story, and we're going to use all the tools of the theater, all the elements. We're going to use
lights,
actors,
Costumes.
music.
all that, and an audience. The year is 1964. 1964. That was a time in America when there was a tremendous amount of change. So much was changing. The music we were listening to, the clothes we were wearing, our ideas were changing. But there was one thing in America that we were still struggling with, and that was prejudice. You know the kind of prejudice I'm talking about? Where people hated each other because of the color of their skin. Well, our story takes place in Stone County, Mississippi, deep in the American South. It's election day, a national election. And it's the story of an old African-American man who's come to a polling place to vote for the very first time in his life. His name is Medgar Jefferson, and he's being played by Will. Also in this polling place is a poll worker. That's somebody that's there to help you vote. His name is Clyde, but Clyde, he suffers from prejudice. He's being played by Brad. And there's one more character in our play. Her name is Doris May Ogilvy, and she is the daughter of the man that Medgar works for. And she is being played by one of you. Just something about that voice. I'm loving it. All right. No matter what play it is, you always start with going over the dialogue, the words. So we're going to go over the words of the dialogue, and here's what happens. Medgar and Doris May are walking down the corridor of the hallway, getting ready to open the door and to go into the polling place. And Medgar says this to his dear friend.
Tell me, Doris May, how was school today?
And she says, boring. Let me hear you say boring.
Boring. Now you listen here, I know you may not appreciate it now, but you go to that schoolhouse and get all the learning you can. You know, some of us, we weren't able. Now you know what I have to do today? I have to go vote. But you believe it, a man of my age ain't never voted before, but today I am. Today I am.
And he opens the door and he crosses the threshold and he walks in, he looks over and he sees that voting booth. He's never seen a voting booth before in his life. And a big smile crosses his face and he looks over at Clyde and he says this.
Excuse me, sir, here to vote.
Well, she's too young to vote.
No, sir, not her. Me, I am here to vote.
In that case, polls is closed.
No, the polls are not closed. And Clyde knows perfectly well that Doris May is not here to vote. He's doing everything he can to keep this man from his voice being heard, his vote being made.
Well, now, by law, you're supposed to be open till 6 o'clock, and it's only, 4:30?
You never voted before. It's a long procedure. You won't be done before 8 o'clock. Usually too late.
Well, all I have to do is fill out that there ballot, stick it in the box. Won't take me but more than a minute.
Ain't you the Ogilvy's boy?
Well, now, I work for Mr. Ogilvy, if that's what you mean.
Clyde is insulting Medgar in a way that African Americans were insulted. He's heard it all his life. He's not turning back. He knows why he's here today.
Ain't you the Ogilvy's boy?
Well, I work for Mr. Ogilvy, if that's what you mean.
Well, is you a resident?
You already know where I live.
Well, that's not for me to decide. That's for the government. That's for the great state of Mississippi. Now, did you pay your poll tax?
I most assuredly did.
Now you registered to vote. You do know what I mean by registered, don't you?
Yes, sir, I am registered to vote, and I most certainly know what you mean.
Can you even read the ballot?
No. No one has ever taught Medgar how to read.
Well, I know what I need to know.
Oh, you know what you needs to know. Well, if he knows what he needs to know, he'd know his name's got to be here on this list in order to vote, and well, it ain't there.
Now, whether it's 1964 or today, you always have to be registered to vote. And Clyde is telling Medgar his name is not in this book. But Doris May knows better. And she walks over to the book and she points to it and she says, there it is.
There it is.
Bravo, baby, bravo. Good job. We need the courthouse where all of this happens. So can you hold this important prop for me and stand right over here as we build the set for the courthouse, right here. Now we've got the set, we have a little music, we have lights, we have a physical video image that helps us make believe this is a hallway or a corridor. Now we're gonna perform it. We're gonna perform it for you, but we're missing one element. We've got the set, we've got the lights, we've got music, right? We've got the dialogue. What are we missing? What's not here? Exactly, costumes!
Did someone say costume?
Costumes define the character. They help us understand who they really are.
Tell me, Doris May, how was school today?
Boring.
Boring? Boring? Now, you listen here. I know you may not appreciate it now, but you go to that schoolhouse, get yourself all the learning you can. You know, some of us, we weren't able. All right? Now, you know what I have to do today? I have to go vote. Believe it, men of my age ain't never voted before. Today I am, oh, today I am. Come along. Watch your step. Excuse me, sir. Here to vote?
Well, she's too young to vote.
Oh, no, sir. Not her. Me. I am here to vote.
Well, in that case, polls is closed.
Well, now, by law, you're supposed to be open till 6 o'clock, and, well, it's only 4:30.
You've
right
never
now.
voted before.
It's a long procedure. You won't be done before 8 o'clock. Yours is too late.
Oh, well, now, all I have to do is fill out that there ballot, stick it in the box. Won't take me but more than a minute.
Ain't
now.
you the Ogilvy's boy?
Well, now, I work for Mr. Ogilvy, if that's what you mean.
Well, is you a resident?
You already know where I live.
Well, that's not for me to decide. That's for the government. That's for the great state of Mississippi. Now, did you pay your poll tax?
Oh, yes, I most assuredly did.
Now you registered to vote. You do know what I mean by registered, don't you?
I most certainly know what you mean, and yes, I am registered to
Can
vote.
you even read the ballot?
Well, I know what I needs to know.
Oh, you know what you needs to know. Well, if he knows what he needs to know, he know his name's got to be here on this list in order to vote. And, well, it ain't there. Pleasure to see you, Doris May.
Medgar Sanford Jefferson III. Come along, Doris May. Now I want you to stand right here, hold my hat. Have to go vote.